Hi, good evening. Welcome. Got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is Bobby can't make it this evening. Unfortunately, he's stuck at the doctor's with his wife, so he hasn't been able to make it. And the good news is we've got a mystery guest coming in at some point. We could have a quiz question, couldn't we? We could say, who do you think it's going to be tonight? Over there, or behind there, or on here. I presume everybody can hear me. Yeah, right, okay. I think Knox has got it. So there we go. Anyway, it's been another cracking day here in on the outskirts of wherever I am. I've forgotten where I am, but I'm here. And looking good, feeling good, and stuck for words. But there we go.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome. Bobby, you've changed a bit, mate.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Bobby called me and asked me if I could do it, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Did he get you up? I put it as a quiz question. I presume you heard. See if anybody knew.
I think if most people would have got it, wouldn't they?
Noxie got it straight away.
Yeah, because he's gay.
Well, yeah, I presume he got it straight away because he put Betty's a puff. So there you go. So how's things with you? How's your channel coming along?
I've been chilling with it at the moment. I've not really been in the mood to streams at the moment. I don't know. Just not been in the mood for it, so I've just been chilling out on it.
Oh, well.
But it is what it is.
It is. You can't stop chilling about. You can't knock it, can you?
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I'll still stream on it and stuff, but it's just I've not been in the mood to just be relentlessly streaming all the time. I've been having like big breaks in between, sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh well, it's okay.
I
have a week's break in mind.
Yeah.
I do my Sundays and then do my Mondays, and that's it for the week. But besides that, yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Plodding along as I do. And
I understand that people do it all the time and that, but I just ain't got the mental capacity to just deal with people all the time.
Well,
you need a mental reset, I think, don't you?
You do, yeah.
I think some people are fine. You can be around them all the time, but then there's the odd knobheads that I just think I can't be asked with them today.
Yeah, it can get a bit much, can't it? Really, you know.
Yeah.
It. Some people are on 5-6 hours a day every day. You know.
I've seen people. I've gone to bed. I've been watching someone gone to bed, woke up in the morning, and they're still having the same argument. It's like, oh my god.
It's
madness.
I just can't understand it.
Yeah, it's
really. So
yeah, I don't understand that sort of way of living, or just always online sort of thing. It's a bit mental.
Yeah,
I missed the show. I missed the show yesterday.
You didn't miss a lot. It's okay. He's got a cracking tan. Apparently, he's losing weight.
How's he managed to get a tan when he's got a 23-hour bang up?
Well, he hasn't because he's moved, hasn't he?
Oh, okay.
He's moved to Lindholm, just outside Doncaster, and of course he can go out into the yard or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's out in the yard and doing all right, apparently.
I bet he's loving it being in that new jail, isn't
he? Yeah, he is. He says it's a lot don't know what the word is really. Not cozier, but a lot easier. There's not a lot of hassle. Like,
Well, there's not constant fighting. I think
yeah,
he's gone down a category, ain't he? He was in a Cat B, and now he's in a Cat
it's
C.
Cat C now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, it will be a lot different. It'll be a lot like calmer in there.
and he's like I say, he's got himself a job and he's relaxed more and he's lost some weight. He's doing okay.
Mm.
Apparently, Noxie said he's on the good boys wing. Well, there you go.
He's on the good boys wing. All right, so he's doing all right then.
Yeah, he's. I'm trying to remember what the job was he's got. He's got a job.
Has he got a pad mate in this new
Yeah, he
job?
has. Yeah, apparently he's quite nice. Well,
No, that's
you know.
well, you want to get along with someone if you got to spend.
Yeah, I don't know if nice is
24/7
the
with
right
them.
word, but he's okay. He's better than what he used to have. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Real honest ghost. He's doing tea kits for the crew. So he makes the tea kits up.
What, the ones
And
they
then-
give out at lunchtime, sort of thing.
I
that
presume
one, or
so. Yeah, I don't know what
yeah.
I just know that's his job. Is doing tea kits.
Yeah, they
And,
basically just give you a few tea bags and like a coffee sachet. It's just like a little clear bag. So if
Is
he's
it?
making them, yeah.
I don't really know. I haven't spoke to him for a while, and I can only go by what I got a message yesterday from Kels to tell me the main points. But of course, he's just sat there counting the days now. It's they said we're getting
not
few.
long at all. It was
No.
I think it only felt like a week ago. It was over 100 days. Now it's down to like 80. I think it's like 80
something like that.
days. Yeah,
Might be a little bit less.
it's
Now I
crazy.
think about it. It's just
Even
flying by.
It's gonna be flying for him even in this new jail. It will be. I don't think it was the time was flying in that last jail he's in. I don't.
No,
think
it wasn't.
that much.
It was all hassle. I think that was the problem. It was 24-hour hassle. 81 days apparently.
81.
So,
not long now at all.
No, it's not.
Couple of months.
Yeah, it's great. Well, it's. I'm saying it's great. I keep saying that. Well, I'll have to get all his kit packed up and ready to go. And I haven't.
You can do that during the last month, though. Really, it's not going to take you that long to do it, is it?
Yeah.
In
Well,
the last 30 days, you'll be able to get it done by then.
there's only his PC to get finished off now and unplugged and whatever. Everything else is all. I'm on my own camera, my own microphone, and all that kind of crap. So I'm not using his.
I reckon he'll be the most famous man on YouTube when he comes out. Everyone's going to be wanting a piece of him.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I know he's got loads of ideas of what he wants to do and how he wants to progress. So
prison stories would be a good idea for him. I don't know if he's thought of that.
I think he has, matey.
Yeah,
I think he has. Yeah.
So yeah, just prison stories would get him a fair few videos out of it anyway. It's going to be nice when he gets out though. There's a lot of people waiting for him, isn't there?
There is, yeah. It's I get quite a few messages now and again. Well, now and again, I do get quite a few messages saying, how's he doing and when's he out and stuff like that. But from about 5-6 weeks before he comes out, I'm going to go onto his channel and actually start, sticking stuff on his channel just to let people know that he will be coming out very soon. Because he's still got his, I think since he's been in, he's still got over 1,600 subs.
Yeah, I don't think he's really lost any.
I think he's lost about 150 subs. I think over the lockup. So it's quite good. I'm quite impressed.
He's not lost a lot considering.
No, he hasn't.
A year has he been gone for now?
Yeah.
That's a long time for.
Well, more than a year, isn't it? He went in April. So.
Well, yeah, it just says streamed a year ago on his channel. I just checked, but yeah, it's
Well, that might have been me.
Yeah, it could have been. I think it just counts the last year as a whole. It doesn't go exactly to the
Yeah.
date sort of thing. If it was more than
Well,
a year ago, it
I
gives you just 1
know,
year to
I
2
know
years.
that
A year.
I've forgotten his name now. Squirrel Boy or whatever his name was. Hedgehog Man. He did a live on his channel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that was about 2 months or 3 months after he'd been locked up. So yeah. But I thought if I just start putting something together.
Well, it'd be good that he has an audience to come back to straight away. He's not got to worry about anything. He's going to have an audience there straight away.
Noxie, you've got the date wrong there, mate. It wasn't January the 20th he got locked up. It was April. He got locked up in April. I remember the day well. Very well. But there you go. So, yeah, he's like I say, he's got plans. He's got things to do. That's it. Black Queen. There you go. 18th. I thought it was the 21st, but there you go. 18th, 21st. Nearly the same, aren't they? A couple of days out. What's a couple of days between mates? Nout. So, there we go.
So when's he getting that then for 80 days? It's going to be
September.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I'm not quite sure, but I think it's the 18th, but I really don't know, tell you the truth. I just know it's September, and I know it's...
he's done all right on the actual time inside sort of thing. Cause
he has really, when you think about it.
Sentenced to 9 years, weren't it? And he's got, he's only done, would it be under 2 years where he's been inside by the time?
Yeah, it'll be under 2 years. But I mean, he's only coming out earlier because of the state of the estate, basically, isn't it? The government have said, you can have another. We'll give him an extra 6 months quicker, if that makes sense. I think that's how it worked.
Yeah, they've shortened the time that you have to be inside for now.
Yeah,
the prisons are just so packed now. It's where they've closed so many jails. The prisons they've got is like sardines. Everyone's just on top of each other.
But somebody will put up the date. Somebody will know what date it is. I'm not.
Is Kel's not in? I'm sure she would know the date, wouldn't she?
Unfortunately, Kel's is on a trip this evening. She's on. Her daughter is into Elvis Presley in a big way.
Yeah, she did say she was away. She did say she was away, yeah.
And unfortunately, the Elvis Presley show starts at 6:30 tonight.
All right, so they're just partying out there.
So she phoned me up yesterday to say she was sorry that she couldn't be on tonight, but I said it's no problem. It's not. It's very rare that we get any dickheads in anyway. Very rare we get anybody in, especially when Bobby's on, because he's a boring old fart. I can say what I want, can't I, now, because he's not on.
Well, he had an exciting moment in history. He's had a few actually. A few on Night Owls. He had a few times where he had a few moments.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Night Owls at all?
I watched one or two, but like I say, it's I don't know how to put it really. It doesn't float me boat. Do you know what I mean? I can't do with all this hassle and people shouting at each other and arguing like shit over nothing.
It's the only reason I took it over, because I just love Craig, Bobby, and Cheg's show so much. I was like watching it I watched it for like over a year, I think, and I was like, and then I was coming to end, and I was like, I've got to try and keep it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea.
But then after I've done it for a while, I think I can't be fucked with it. I don't want to do it.
Well, you can't do with dickheads all the time.
No,
an occasional dickhead is all right, but when it's dickheads all the time, well, you know, I just think it's pointless, quite honestly.
Yeah, I do
But,
agree. But it has moments of funny, but it does get filled with just dickheads ruining everything. Because it don't mind if someone's funny about something and they're insulting me, I won't care. But it's just if they just
yeah.
jump onto insult, it's just completely. It feels pointless. It does feel pointless. It's like really. But Bobby on the original Night Owls, I think he fell asleep 2 times during the show.
Oh, was that scintillating then?
It was just very funny moments. He fell asleep during the show. He offered out diet chips for a square go. He was quite funny
Wow.
on the Night Owls.
He didn't get up and get his bean tin out, did he?
No, the bean tin was after the show.
All right. Yeah, so it can be funny at times.
Moments, yeah.
He can be funny at times. I
What
like
do you
it when
to watch on YouTube then, because I know you don't really like the dark side of sort of fucking all the drama.
I don't watch YouTube, quite honestly.
You don't watch other stuff on YouTube, because YouTube is it's just a massive spectrum of everything that you can think of.
I use YouTube more on the genealogy side,
Yeah,
because there's lots of people out there who can give you ideas, when you're stuck. And I get stuck now and again, and I get a little bit don't know what you call it, frustrated, when something isn't working right, and I've got a short fuse and I get frustrated. So I just go onto YouTube and somebody's normally got the answer.
So more of a learning tool than an entertainment.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I'm building an app. It sounds good, doesn't it? I'm building an app. I'm building an app for my. Yeah. I have an online family archive, which sounds great, doesn't it? But all it is basically is a tree. So it's all everybody in the tree is in this archive. And then in the archive, there's lots more photographs and, I put a couple of funny stories in and stuff, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I want to try and get the younger end. When I say the younger end, not kids, not 5 and 6 year olds, but, the 18, 19, 20s, those type of family.
Yeah.
And, when you say, I've got a family tree online and blah, blah, and they don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? They'll have a look and say, oh, wow. But then they get bored. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll do something that can keep their attention. So I thought on this idea of an app. So I went on to GPT, and I said to it, I'm thinking of building an app for my family archive. Have you got any ideas? And it came back and says, yeah, go here. They do a free one to all this, that, and the other. And so I went on.
They will access it off their phone, sort of thing. Just make it easy.
Yeah. So I've got it, bits and bobs up and running, and I've got it on me. I've tested it on my phone, and it works. Not as good as I want it to work, but it's working. And then, of course, because it's an app, I feel that the kids might get a little bit more into it. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, when Facebook started. It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I do see what you're saying, but
because that's what they do
with the heritage sort of things. I don't know. Certain people like it, and certain people.
I think most. When I say most, I don't know, but I think quite a lot of people are interested on their heritage. They don't want to do any work on it, but oh yeah, that's my granddad. What I mean?
If it was just fed to them, if they was just here's all your information about your family, you can get in one location. Yeah, they probably would be more interested.
So that's what I'm working on. Of course, then you've got to know a few things about spreadsheets and all that kind of shit, and how an app will work, and So the good thing, getting back to YouTube, because there's lots of people on YouTube who use the software. Who, if you're stuck on something, they'll say, "Oh, this is how you do this, and this is how you do that," and then you can blend it in. So I'm getting there, but I've got fuck all else to do with my life. Maybe to tell you the truth, if I don't sit at my
If
computer,
you need to learn anything, YouTube is the way to go, because there's
yeah,
always one person that's done teaching people how to deal with your
yeah.
problem. Really,
I've got a lot of knowledge on computer shit, and and databases and Excel spreadsheets, stuff like that. I've got loads of knowledge. I know how it works and how you can get info out of it and put info in and mess about with the info you want. But it's bringing it up into the 21st century and getting it into an app that is proving the hardest part. But yeah, I
it's a
think
good idea though.
hopefully I
Is
can.
is it specifically for your family? Or are you doing it
Oh,
for
yeah,
as a general
no,
thing?
it's only my family. So
Yeah,
when I say my family, it's all the descendants of my mother.
yeah,
So and basically, it's not the ancestors. You can get to the ancestors through the app, but the app is more for, I've got a nephew in Brid, or I've got a niece in Calderdale. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
yeah.
And trying to get together, this is a Facebook page for my niece, and this is the email address. That just small
Yeah.
things, really. It's not going to be a highfalutin wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing, but I just want it to look decent. But there you go, that's just me.
Good idea to bring all the family together as well, sort of thing. About all of unify them as well through the thing.
It doesn't work. I really, like I say, I've got nothing else to do with my life than sit at my computer, and some days I'll sit doing. Well, I do one or two other people's genealogy. I can sit here and do my own, and after a while I think, I'm fucking sick of this, and go on to something else. But then you get a bit stuck, don't you? Do you know what I mean? I can't be. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe really, I just get a little bit. I've had enough of that, so I'll go on to somebody else's tree, or I've had enough of that one. I'll go on to my brother's. Because I'm still trying to find 3 fathers that were missing in our family. So I'm still on it. I'm still trying, but.
Yeah, but doing the same thing all the time is going to burn you out a bit. So that's why you're swapping between different little things to do. Yeah.
From one to another, and like I say, I do a couple of other people's trees, and so I'll spend about 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5 hours in a week on one tree, and 5 or 6 hours on another tree. For somebody else who I do, and then I sound boring, don't I? Really, but it's not. I'm just plod on.
I do think it's interesting to an extent, because I did the ancestry thing, and I only really just wanted to find out like the percentages of the DNA sort of thing. Like when it comes to the family, it gave me the offer to do the family thing, and I just said no. I turned it off because I don't really want to meet anyone or do anything. I'm not bothered. I don't need more family or anything. It's just it was just more out of curiosity.
But I mean, where we differ, of course, is, well, I was going to say where we differ is you will know your father and mother. Well, you might not. I don't know. I'm only taking it that you do. But of course, I didn't know my my father.
Yeah.
And I knew of a man who was on my birth certificate, but I didn't know him, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when it all worked out, none of my brothers have the same father. So it is interesting for me. And like I say, I found another three brothers, another two brothers and another two sisters on my paternal side, and a few nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Which is good. But I've still got
how
my
many
brothers.
hidden family members you can end up turning up, though, innit? When you go looking, all the hidden families members that will just come out of the woodwork when you actually go looking around, go searching.
Yeah. So, sometimes it does. I'm stuck on. There's a young girl. When I say young girl, she might not be young, but her photograph is young. If you see what I mean, early 20s, and she's in my DNA as a really, 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 really close match. But she's in my brother's DNA as a closer match. Which,
so it would be more likely be like a daughter from him then.
Yeah.
A descendant from him.
One of my brothers, was like a rabbit on heat, basically. He's got kids in Brid, he's got kids down Hastings way, he's got. We thought he had 3 kids, and actually he's got 5 that we know about. But there's another one that's sitting there, stuck, and she's put her DNA up, and it's come in and said, yeah, this is this person. But in a tree, there's only 2 people, her and a mother. Well, you can't get anything from that.
No.
And you can message through not through Facebook. You can message through Ancestry and My Heritage and stuff like that. But she's not answered.
Well, a good way to check it was if you could see if the mother is related to you, or if not, then it would be the daughter the daughter is a child of someone in your family.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be able to tell that from just knowing the name of the mother.
What, can you not check them? You can't, like, the mother hasn't got the DNA uploaded then?
No, it's just the girl.
Okay.
Now, the mother's not going to work, is it? Because she's definitely on the paternal side. She's not on it's not a maternal side that will be the link to us. It's the paternal side that'll be linked to us, because basically she's only one step down from either me or one of my brothers. Now, I know she's not one step down from me because I know all my kids. Yeah. And I know she's not one step down from my eldest brother, because he died before she was born. And it only leaves 3. No, it leaves 2. And one of them, there's no chance it's his. So it only leaves one, and he's the one who sows his oats wherever he goes.
So it makes logical sense then. It's that brother.
It's logical that she's his daughter. She might not know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She might not know that her father is not a father. And I'm not one who wants to be telling her, this isn't your father, he is. That's not my aim. If they want to know, they know. If they don't want to know, well, fine by me, as long as I know. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
And if I could get her into the tree, it would help me in finding my brother's father, because that's the aim, is me finding my brother's father. Because the more people you've got that
the more
have got
DNA
his DNA,
find,
the better chance I've got of, getting his father. Because, of course, if this girl came forward and said, yeah, I've got this, that, and whatever, well, she's only 2 steps away from my brother's father. Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
anyway, it can get a little bit complicated, mind-blowing or whatever.
It sounds like a lot of work, or a lot of like graft being put into it to find
Well,
all of the
you
different
know, it's
family
like,
members.
I think it's like being a policeman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a detective, like trying to crack the
Yeah,
case or something.
funny, I looked at somebody's tree today, this afternoon. I was on it and I looked at somebody's tree. And according to the DNA, this person was where we matched, not me, where my brother matched with them was at second great grandparents. So in her tree, she'll have 2 or 1 that will match his tree for 2 or 1, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
But this person's tree who I looked at was bloody massive. She had about 4,000 people in her tree. And of course, I'm looking close to her to see who her grandparents are and her great-grandparents and stuff like that. And none of them matched. Couldn't get a match.
Mm.
But then I thought, well, they might not match because they might not know that, that it's a different parent. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you've got to do a little bit of like detective work, and you go through all the great grandparents and look where they were born and where they died or was living, basically. So of course, when I started looking, and on your second great grandparent, I think it's 16 people. So I clicked on the first one, and they were in America. So well, it ain't going to be that one. And the next one was Ireland. Well, it ain't going to be that one. And then when I come down further, there was 4 that were round about Yorkshire. So using a little bit of detective thought, it's pointing towards those 4. It's not definite that it is, but it points it, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is a bit like being a detective in a way. So
yeah, it is Noxy. It's like going down a rabbit hole. It's like
it is.
You go down one, and then there's 10 other people that you need to look into. It's very mental.
Bobby, get your ass off this channel now. And quite honestly, Bobby, we haven't swore once, and I'm really surprised because Bibby's got a right mucky mouth. Anyway, I hope it all's well with you, Bobby.
So, yeah, I hope everything goes well.
But like I was saying earlier, the Kelsey's not in tonight because she's across at watching an Elvis substitute. So I said it's okay because, I've got
the divvy bat.
My divvy bat. And if anybody comes in, they know damn well they're going to see the divvy bat and get piped out. So it's still there. It hasn't gone away.
Seems like they're all going on strike.
Yeah. But I don't seem to get them anymore in my channel.
I think they've learned that they get turned away pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's pointless,
I think when you first started, you got a few people in, didn't you?
Oh, I did, yeah.
After that, they all seem to chill out.
Yeah. Yes, Noxy, all the divvies have moved on. They've got other things to do with their boring little lives.
Mm.
They've got somebody else to hassle.
It's nice, really. It's much better without all the dickheads in, really.
It is, we're not getting huggings of people watching, but really, like I said when I first started, I don't care if it's only me and the other person on.
Mm.
It's a chat, isn't it? I don't chat to anybody else. I don't see any bugger all week. You're the first, quite honestly, you're the first person besides my sister who I've spoken to since I last spoke to Bobby last week. Do you know what I mean?
I don't speak to too many people. I speak to a few
No,
people behind the scenes. I speak to Noxie, the big gay Geordie.
yeah.
I speak to him quite often, but other than that, I speak to people pretty rarely.
Plus, that at the moment, I'm not going out. I don't go any further than my brother's flat at the moment. Basically, I don't trust myself. But there you go. It might get better when I've been in hospital next week and get sorted. But there you go. I don't know.
I'm just not really a social person. It's not really my thing. Going to like social events or going out all the time. It's not really my thing.
I don't. I've had my social time. Do you know what I mean? I was a publican for like 20 years. Well, there you go. That's a social. Anyway, let's just go through. Evening, Dom. Noxie. Hi. Who else is in?
Big up Paul and Gilly. They've just joined.
Paul and Gilly, yeah. Good evening. Nice to see you on the line as such. So what's real honest ghost, said he? They came thinking there was going to be drama with what happened to Levi. Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's true. They thought they would come in and stare the prevariable. That's not the right word, but they thought they'd stare the shit, and it didn't work because they went off.
Mm.
Yeah, they got the divvy stick and went.
I think so after about a month, they stop coming in. You get the odd one, but then they stop coming in groups.
Very rare.
Anyway, yeah.
And of course, I've got the best in the business in the back.
Mm.
Kelsey's spot on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even see them.
Yeah, I've got Kels, Noxie, and Clary on my channel, mods, and they do keep it up. Most of the time, like you said, I don't even see the dickhead. So, or I'll see the comment for a split second, go to do anything, and they're already gone.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I presume people will have noticed where I've seen a comment come in and then replied to it straight away and then looked and it's gone. And right. People will think I'm stupid. They don't know what I'm talking about. So there you go. Well, Dom, that's not really true, is it? Because Grandad didn't bite and Kelsey was good. Well, I did bite. Easy. You should know by now. I mean, it's you've only got to look at Tom for one. I know Tom's not in tonight, but he does come in occasionally. But I mean, at the beginning, I bit straight. As soon as I saw his comment, I bit straight away and I banned him. So, it wasn't till later on that, you get to the point where, just have a look and make sure that this is right and then let him back in again.
Mm.
So, and I think, I quite like Tom. He's quite good. He comes up with some decent little stuff. But there you go.
He seems all right, but I don't know. I don't even really know him. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I see him about everywhere.
Yeah.
But I just don't really. I'm not really. Other than the hello, I've never really learnt about him or anything. I don't know anything about him.
Saying that, I don't know any. I know by name and I know you by talking to you, but all the other. Well, I'm saying all the others. I do know some of them because we had a bit of a night out in Brid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do know some. But yeah, it's it is what it is, isn't it? Really.
Mm.
So
once checks out, I'm sure there's people that are going to want to see him. Give him a few weeks to adjust though before everyone starts clamoring at him, wanting him to go out on nights out and stuff.
Well, I don't know whether he'll be able to, will he? If he's got that tag on, are you allowed to go out?
Not nights out. He'll be able to go during the day, won't he? He'll be able to go out during the day.
I presume so. I don't know.
He'll be able to go out for a day drink. He won't be. He'll have to be home for I think it's 7:30, isn't it? I think the tag. I think.
I really don't know. I'll tell you the truth. I don't understand it at all. I know that they put something around your leg and that's it.
I remember I was on tag, and I've had a few times where I was out drinking and I had to go, and I went all the time, and I had to rush home as fast as possible.
Yeah.
The
Oh
mad
shit!
dash
I left
home.
me pint. Oh, you run out and you've got a pint in your hand, and when you get home, you've got nout.
I remember one time I was with a bird, and I didn't realise the time, and I had about half an hour to cover like 3 towns to get back. I was like, oh no. Oh,
7/7, Noxie says. So what's that? 7th of September, is it? 7/7? No, it can't be. Oh, right. No, that's the times. 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Right. I've got you now.
7 till 7.
Do you know?
I'm
I
sure
really
I
don't
was
know.
I was doing scaffolding at the time. I'm sure I was leaving the house at 6. So maybe they adjusted it for me. I don't know. I
Hmm.
was on tag for a good old while, at least 6 months. I think maybe even a little bit more. But I was doing scaffolding and that at the
Yeah.
time.
I don't know how long he's on tag for. I presume he'll be on tag at least 6 months because that's the time they've given him off extra, isn't it?
I think Levi, where he's got a bit of a longer sentence, where he's been let out early, he might even do a year on tag. But even
Yeah.
still, a year on tag's fucking better than doing however long in jail. Do you know
Well,
what I mean?
quite honestly, it wouldn't make a lot of difference to him, would it? Because he's like me. He'd be sat in front of his PC doing whatever he's doing, and
Well, yeah, it's only you only have to go out during the day, and then he'll be doing
yeah,
YouTube at night anyway, so you don't even need to go out.
yeah, and I mean nowadays you don't even need to go out for a pint, do you? Because you can get it sent in.
Mm.
You just go on Deliveroo or one of those and say, "I want this."
Well, he's got Kells there as well. He's not really going to be wanting to go out and do too much, is he?
Uh, I wouldn't have thought so.
No. He might get a decent time scale. I think it probably will be 7 to 7 from what Noxie's saying. I think it probably will. I'm sure mine was 7:30 there. It could be. It could have been 7.
I presume they could.
It's been a while since I was on
Yeah,
tag.
I
It's been a
presume
few
you.
years.
I presume you have to have. I don't know what you call them people nowadays. What do you call them people who you have to talk to? Oh,
Sure, it's tagged for a year and then on license till 2030. That sounds about right. That does
yeah,
sound about right.
that does sound right, and I'm sure that's what I've heard.
Mm.
I knew he was on license until 2030. I knew that. Probation, Noxie, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. I presume you have to report to a probation officer.
Yeah.
And of course, they'll have, if you've got a job where you've got to go for 6:30, well, they'll be able to change the times, won't they? I
The
suppose.
probation is like, it's not really, people might see it as they're trying to get you back in jail. They're not. They do, if you are doing the right thing, they'll give you a bit of leeway sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're not going to make it to the allotted times, it's not like they tell you on the day. I think they give you a week in advance, so you've got enough time to make it on time, sort of thing, to probation.
Yeah, yeah.
They give you well enough time. I think
No,
most probation
I'm on
officers
about changing the times on his tag. If he had a job to go to, which was 6 till
Yeah, probation would sort that
6,
out. Would sort that out
probation
for
will
him,
be
yeah.
able to sort that extra
Yeah,
first hour out. That's what I
yeah.
was trying to get over.
He
I'm
might be
not.
on license straight away. They're still short on tags, so if he's lucky, he might not even get tagged. I think he would definitely
No,
get
I think
tagged.
he's got his tag.
He would definitely get tagged.
I think he's been told the tag's there. So
Because the tag is the reason they're letting him out early. It's because of the tag. That's where
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
That's where it was when I was in prison.
Well,
Anyway, they
that's what he
basically said
said.
that you can get out in whatever. You can wait another 6 months, or you can get out now with tag. And I was like, obviously, I'm going to take the tag.
Of course you are. Yeah. Well, I think he does know the tag's there because whether it's there in real life, if you know what I mean, he knows that there's a tag for his date coming out. So, and I presume I don't know how it works, but I presume his mum has to have something in her house for
They
for the
just
tiger, don't they?
install like a little box thing. I'm
Do
pretty
they?
sure. Yeah, in the house. It's
Like I
like
said,
it's a little box with a phone, and then
yeah,
basically if you leave the boundary, like because they'll set like a boundary in the property that you're living in. So what if what if
yeah,
he's staying with his mum? So yeah, they would go to the house and they'd basically just plot out the area where he's allowed to be after the time goes out. But if you go past it, then the phone will ring and they'll be like, "Why are you leaving the boundary?" sort of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like I say, I don't understand it. It's all coming from the top of my head, really. But we'll find out when he gets out. That's the way to do
I
it.
remember. I didn't realise until like 4 months in or something, like halfway through the time, they fucked my boundary, so I could just walk like basically halfway down the street without it going up.
That was all right then.
Yeah, I had a little bit more room to play. It's
But yeah,
tag's fine though. It basically just tells you just got to be home at night. Basically, that's the only thing. I don't think many people are leaving fucking early morning, are they? So you
no,
just
no.
got to be up. You got to be back home.
And like I say, it won't be. It'll be nothing to him because he won't be going out at night anyway.
No,
You know,
we don't stop you from drinking or doing
no.
anything like that.
Even when
So
he
you can
want
still do
on,
whatever you want.
even when he want locked up or whatever, he wasn't out at night. Very rare that he was away after after tea time, like if you know what I mean. He was a stay-at-home lad.
So it won't really bother him then, really.
No, I don't think so. I can't imagine it would. And the only other thing you've got to do if you want to be socialising a bit, you've got to socialise during the day.
Yeah.
So there you go. Best time to socialise anyway during the day. I think. But yeah, it's. I'm looking forward to him coming out. Quite honestly.
Yeah. I think loads of people are really. He's very well liked. I don't think I don't think there's anyone that doesn't like him. He's a very well liked person. It just shows how nice he is, really.
Yeah, he's a nice lad.
Everyone's going to be tearing his arm off for lives or something like that, just to get him on there a bit of a thingy, because I think he's gonna do very well when he comes out. He's gonna have an audience there straight away.
Yeah.
Ready to listen. He's doing very well.
Yeah, Dommy is a genuine lad. He definitely is. But like I say, it's I'm looking forward to him coming out, and basically it's because it isn't because I'm going to finish doing Sunday nights or out, you know what I mean, stuff like that. It's because, like I said earlier, I have got one brother who's still alive that I've never met, and unfortunately he lives in Denmark, so I want to go.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
I want to go meet him before he or me pops out mortal coil as such.
It'd be good for you to see your origins, your family's origins.
Yeah,
as well,
I
like
want to go and
the
see where my father actually came from.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like I say, because I do Sunday nights, I can't at the moment, but I will once he comes out. I'll still do my Monday nights, but once he comes out, I'll stop doing Sundays. Because it'd be pointless, won't it? I mean,
well, you're not going to really be able to give an update on him when he's on live all of the time, are you?
No, I could have him on the phone and say, "How's your tag going?" Now then, lad, I'm going out. You want to come with me?
It'll be good for you to see him, though. It's been a long time since you've seen him.
It has been a long time. I mean, last time I saw him was Hull Prison.
Yeah.
My last visit at Hull Prison, that was the last time I've been and seen him.
That was a while ago as well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's been to Nottingham, and then he's up to Doncaster. So it is a fair while. But saying that, I've lost the plot there, Bibby. Sorry, it went straight out of my head. Whatever I was going to say just went. No idea.
I don't know what you was going to say, but I was going to say it would be good for you two to do lives together as well.
Oh, I think we will be doing. I think we will be doing. You know, not a weekly thing. Do you know what I mean?
Even every so often, it would be really good for you to just jump on together and talk together. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice, a nice bit of normality on YouTube. That's why I always liked yours and Bobby's lives. It's a bit of peace. It's just a nice chat between normal people instead of people just going all the time into the thing. It's like it's nice and chilled. I do like that sort of the atmosphere of it. I prefer that sort of thing.
Yeah. Dom, I don't have a bucket list. No such thing in my life as a bucket list. I've got one or two things to do, but I wouldn't call it a bucket list. But yeah, so we could have a thing like that dickhead on TV does with his dad. I can't remember what it's called now. He's supposedly a comedian, but I wouldn't call him one. His name.
What's his name? I think I know what you're talking about.
Jack
Whitehall, is that the one?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. A comedian. He's no more a comedian than I am. The silly little shit. No, Bradley and Barney Walsh.
That would be amazing. Actually, you going out and filming, doing things together, like going to like doing different experiences. That would be.
And in with a tag
content.
on. Tag will travel.
It would have to be probably more of a short with a tag if you had to travel anywhere.
I'll just take him to the beach.
Well, you could show around Yorkshire because it wouldn't be too far from you. You wouldn't be able to go do much long travelling, but around Yorkshire and stuff, you could do stuff.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, well, saying that. Round East Yorkshire, you could do stuff because there's buckets of interesting places in this end of. Yeah, Dom, end up in Japan and Mrs. Curfew. But I could go over and put a bag on his head and take him.
That's a good idea, though, going around and doing things together, like actually just making a video out of it and doing stuff together. That would be a very, very good content. I would watch that.
Do you know I would?
I think that would be very entertaining, just going out and doing the different experiences together.
Yeah, I think it would be quite good, that. I'll have to have a word with him when he comes out and see what he says. See what he can come up with. He might not want to do it, you know, going out with an old cadger. An old codger. You don't want to be, you know, I won't be on his, what do you call that? No, you see, words have gone now. Tag on tour, that's it, Noxie. Tag on tour. Have tag will travel. But it's not very, it's not PC. There's a word I'm trying to think of, the word. Street cred. He wouldn't do his street cred very much, would it, if he's out, oh, this is my granddad.
I think he's already got the most street cred he could possibly get with the crime he committed. So I think he's probably don't need any more street cred. We
might, you know, we go out for one day and there'll be somebody coming up and say, "Have you got a couple of spliffs?" And you got an ounce.
Tag outdoors, yeah. I think that would build if you're used to just doing things together, it'd build an audience. A whole new audience, I think. I think it would be very good. It would be like the
how can you go outdoor camping with tag and check? What planet's that from? Where you got that?
Well, you could camp in his garden and he could stand at the window.
You got a fucking garden. Oh, come out, son. We're going camping for the afternoon. It'll take you all afternoon to put the fucking tent up.
Yeah, you put the tent up and then take it down immediately. All right,
Yeah.
home now.
I think tag on tour. I think that's quite good. I like that one. Tag on tour. Well, that tag on tour leaves me out of it, doesn't it?
Well, you're there with him, aren't you? You'd
Tag on tour. What else is tag outdoors? What else was there? Yeah, I think that's quite good. I think that's a good idea. I'd be up for that. That wouldn't be too taxing, would it? Really?
No, you used to basically just go and do things together and then just film a video at the same time.
Yeah.
Sort of like, it's just and then used to get to have a good time while you're doing it. It's not like you're on a live stream. You can cut out other bits and sort of thing. Just do it as a video. I think that worked.
There you
quite well.
go. Noxie's got it. Tag on your with Grandad. Close, isn't it? We're getting there. Somebody will come up with a cracking tag on tour with Grandad. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? But yeah, somebody will come up with something. He'll come up with something, I suppose. I don't know.
It could just be like the Chegs doing something.
Oh,
or
yeah,
like
that's good.
The
Chegs on tour.
Well, it could just be the Chegs, and then the channel's the Chegs, and then every video, you like the Chegs do so-and-so, the Chegs do, like Joe, sort of you change it for every video, so it's not on one set format sort of thing.
Yeah. No, it's quite good. Quite good. It's a good idea. It's I shall put my head round it and have a word with him and see what he suggests. If we can get, you might Chegs on tour. Yeah, that's quite good. Yeah, I'm impressed. Do you know, I don't get any of this when Bobby's on. He never comes up with suggestions, a little shit. He comes in, he comes in about 5 minutes before we start. And we have a bit of a chat, and he'll ask some questions and stuff, and then I'll tell him something, and then we go live, and all of a sudden he's starting to ask questions about what we've been talking about. That was a bit private, really. But yeah, I don't know why people have this thing about not swearing, because everybody swears.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I can understand. I can understand in certain situations, but in a social situation, swearing is not. It shouldn't be a thingy. But if it's like a more serious situation, I can understand someone being like, "All right, can you calm it down a bit?" But it's sort of like this is more of just a chat social situation, so I don't see the point.
You know, I was brought up on swearing. If you know what I mean. You know, after the age of 15. It was every second word was a swear word. You know, the first swear word I heard was stood on Aldershot railway station, and this bloody big hairy ass sergeant come up and swore at me. I didn't wet myself though, but I nearly did. But he was a frightening guy, I know that. But yeah,
I think that's the whole drill sergeant's job, to be scary. I think that's why they pick him. He
certainly scared me. Well, I think he scared us all. I mean, we were all like 14, 15, at the oldest 16. And you know, when you're not used to it, you know, I'm not saying I wasn't used to hassle and, you know, bully boys and stuff like, you know, I was. Because we had them when I was young, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, I suppose. What's the documentary going to be called, Noxie, as the original one isn't really fitting after all this? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. You mean the
cocaine documentary?
The cocaine documentary.
Oh, he could finish it off with the cocaine and prison documentary.
Yeah, he could, yeah.
Into one.
My experience of the cocaine documentary. I've been undercover for 2 years and I've come out. Yeah. Anyway, Nicky, good evening.
Evening, Nicky.
You've just come in, and unfortunately, it's now 8 o'clock. And as everybody knows, at 8 o'clock, I close down because I only do an hour. Even though I have really, really, really enjoyed my hour, baby, it's good.
Yeah, I'll jump on. I'll jump on again if you need me. Just
I don't mind. You know, I'm easy. Anybody can jump on if I know them. I don't mind. But anyway, so thank you, baby, and thank you to everybody who's.
I'll let you wrap it up.
And come in.
Good evening, everyone. I'll see you all again another time. See you later, Paul, mate. Anytime I'll jump on, mate.
Thank you. You've made me night. Thank you.
Nice one, mate.
Cheers. Oops. So I didn't mean to do that. So Nicky, Noxie, Dom, who else is in? Anybody else? Anyway, thanks for coming. Live long and prosper. Take care and see you all soon. TTFN.